Hello, collective. This is literally my fourth time doing this. It's interesting, but I might get to all the messages and then I'm gonna dissect what's going on energy wise. Um, Disclaimer: when it comes to these messages in the forms of angel numbers, numerology, it's always gonna be love and light. It's always gonna be of high frequency, motivational, and inspirational. Okay, so let's get into it. First one is triple five. Um, Basically, a change is going to happen. However, depending on how you are operating in life, it could be change for the better. It could be change for the worse. Okay, or somebody is experiencing that in your vicinity. Okay. Um, Nonetheless, a change is going to happen because it's inevitable. Oftentimes, when it's actually, I don't feel like I have to explain it because it really is kind of up to where you are in life and how you operate, and that's pretty much self explained. Or, like I mentioned before, somebody in relation to you is going to experience some sort of change, or you will in terms of your life or in relation to somebody. Okay. Um, this change could have already taken place from the 28th, from the 20th up to date, okay? Nonetheless, it's going to take place, okay? So, and that could be anywhere in your life, whether it, like, anywhere. It could be a mindset, it could be a position in your life, place with, family, friends, etc. You know what it is best in detail, okay? Let's move on. So, triple nine um, is a symbolic sign for new beginnings, okay? Now, I will paraphrase, and these are all my own interpretations. Um, some I will probably add what the online version would say, but let me start with my own versions first. Okay, so basically, when triple nine is in your site, as well as all the other numbers, um, that means that an ending is coming to place. It could be an ending when it comes to um, I wouldn't say whatever in this case. It's not a change. It's more so like a complete and a completion. Um, and it has to do with karmicness, okay? Karmic patterns, ways, belief system, people, places, and things. For instance, if you're doing something and you know it's karmic, that is coming to an end. If somebody's doing something to you that's karmic, that's coming to an end. If you had karmic belief system, like limited belief systems, that's coming to an end. If somebody had that in relation to you, that's coming to an end. That's what I'm trying to say here. Um, if you're not going in that direction, because I'm not sensing everybody will kind of stop their karmic ways, or people in relation to you and their karmic senses and ways, the universe will step in and it will be unexpected. And I will say this: if there won't be any listening ears, it might be a triple five situation for the worse. Okay, so I feel like nonetheless, this ending again is also inevitable, and it's kind of like, well, the universe had to step in, okay? Because something else is coming into your place, a new beginning. That's why endings happens. Um, in this sense, in favor for my collective, I feel like the changes for you guys is symbolic for a transformation, okay? So, um, an example I can put here is you kind of have to stop eating like meat, okay? Because or gluten. Um, and you know it's for your highest and best good because you know it have a karmic effect on you, so you kind of have to let that go. um or like just have to start exercising or stop dealing with certain people because you know they're just kind of distracting you and leading you into karmic ways where it's not benefiting you in terms of your vibration. So this is when the universe will step in, or if I have to be very frank, God Himself, and be like, you know what, this ain't it. Okay, it's not for your highest and best good. We're gonna put a full stop, and as full stop is gonna be, like there is no ifs, buts, or maybe about it. An ending has to happen before a new beginning can take place. Okay, now online, uh, they just say um, karmicness, okay? Like a number for karmic. And you can interpret that however you want, but this was my own 2 cents about this. So we're going to keep moving. The next following number is 444, which you guys have heard me talk about a lot. And that is symbolic for you're on the right path, okay? Your spiritual team, your angels have led you to where you need to be, and you're on that path and you're doing well. And all I gotta say is kudos to you. Continue, okay? Continue going forward. You're doing the right thing. Let's keep on moving. So, triple two, which, if I'm gonna be on the nose about it, today is the 22nd that I'm recording this little insight for you. Um, but I actually got this message yesterday and again on the 18th. So, I've been posting about this symbolism. However, today I wanted to add that healing is needed for somebody. Maybe you didn't hear the first time I mentioned this, but healing is needed when it comes to you and yourself, or somebody else in relation to you who really, 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 really wants to heal something with you, like desperately. Okay, um, healing can come in different ways. You to yourself, somebody else in relation to you. Nonetheless, healing is here, okay? Um, and it has pushed itself into your life or into this person's life in relation to you. Um, I'm not quite sure if I mentioned this, but if you've seen all these numbers, preferably in, you know, more than once, you know this is for you. You know, if you want like a solid, should I take this in or not? Okay. So let's move on, guys. Triple three is one of my favorite symbolic numbers, but basically short and sweet, godly protection on all levels, on all playing fields and dimensions, and that's what it is. Your spiritual team is on site right now, everywhere, all the time, but specifically right now. Okay, so usually. Uh, for me, on a personal note, when I see this number, um, that means that I'm either like ascending or there's some sort of spiritual attack that's trying to, be in motion here. And my spiritual team is like uh, trying to open my eyes to what's happening so I can, like, you know, be aware. But yeah, that could be symbolic for you guys that something is in that same vicinity, or it could just be like what I said, you're being the other part. Now, I will say this: for some, when it comes to the spiritual protection during this season, you can get quite sensitive to energy, quite emotional. If it's not like a spiritual awakening in terms of an ascension, like an upgrade energy wise, whether you're spiritually inclined or not, you could be very like sensitive to like your spiritual team, to God, um, whoever you pray to, is because they're very close and they want to make their presence known that we're here, we got you, we're here with you, okay? Um, it's gonna be all right, okay? We on site. I do feel quite emotional. Um, 'Cause some of you guys might feel like you are abandoned, like spiritually. They're here. If you see this number quite a lot, um, actually, if even if you don't, if you're spiritually in tune, and if you have a mission, and if you're close with God, God is always there. Okay, but when something is going on and you just feel like hopeless and things are not going the way that you want them to go, and you've just been going through a lot, this number could just give you an extra like boost of energy, of encouragement, that we're in your we're with you, we are with you. Okay, this is what this symbolism says. It's the protection of the Trinity: God, Jesus, Holy Spirit. Okay, um yeah, let's move on. So 369 is a beautiful number, but I'm not gonna keep my let me share moment, and just give my 2 cents about this. Basically, is manifestation time. But whatever you want, you have it. Okay, we are here. It doesn't get better than this. If you see this number, you can turn. First of all, you know how to alchemize energy, but you can turn anything into gold. Um, Whatever you want, you have. And when I say whatever you want, you have, you have. Okay. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Now online, it simply says 369 is symbolic for enlightenment and spiritual awakening, which it doesn't really ring the same flavor as what I said, but you know it could be applied and applicable to somebody that I rather go with what the online version says, which is enlightenment and spiritual awakening, and that's fine too. Nonetheless, guys, this is all the messages here. No, it's not. Hold up. I almost forgot. The last one is Genesis, okay? And I looked it up, and it's like in Hebrew, it means in the beginning, okay? Now, you guys already know I'm spiritually in tuned when it comes to theology and religion. Some of you guys could also be in that same mindset, or you are somebody that's religious that likes to watch my channel as well. Hello. Um, yeah, there's something about in the beginning, okay? And what I can say about this, because I'm being led to different, a lot, not different, a lot of like, my feed has been flooded with like theologians lately, specifically when they're talking about the interpretation of the Bible in the Hebrew language. And this has been very fascinating to learn more. But I remember one of the scholars, he was talking about how, um, I don't know his name, but it's on YouTube. And he was talking about how it was like on a YouTube Shorts. He was talking about how, um, in the beginning, basically, God formed everything out of nothing, okay, out of darkness. So I feel like that could also be symbolic for, if we are kind of in a rut or stuck, and if things are going left, remember that God formed everything out of darkness. So, out of dark comes the light. So keep hope alive, okay? And this might sound cheesy, but this is my 2 cents on it, on what I have based on what I can deliver right now in this moment in time. Let's see, I think we got everything correct. It does feel right. I will say this though, I think right now everything will be saved as accordingly. The Yeah, whoever is, not keen on you hearing my messages, well, the thing is, When it comes to the message, I know for a fact if I don't do it, somebody else will do it. So it's giving the energy of like, if you don't hear it from me, you're gonna hear it from somebody else. So don't fret. Whoever is trying to distract you or block you right now, you're gonna receive what's rightfully yours because you're somebody that the universe, God has put in place to get delivered for the better, to get change in terms of energy for the better, in terms of like, I know who these people are. I know who BKA Oracles Collective are. So at the end of the day, just like how you found this video, or are a subscriber on my channel, no matter what happens, I know for a fact within my heart and frequency wise that whatever is supposed to happen and take place will. And that's on that, okay? Go look at your journey in life. Hello again. So guys, so on my website, Soultribe community, I actually have more in depth when it comes to a lot of things that I interpret that I share as messages on here on YouTube and video format and written format about things of this nature. Angelic numbers, numerology, moon cycles, things that you can do in terms of healing yourself, your twin flame, your space, your body, etc. Things of this nature. If you're interested, you can check out my Soul Tribe community. Links will be down below. Basically, where you find the extended, that little link is where it's at. Okay, you can find that on my YouTube homepage or down the description. And yeah, it's basically my version of Patreon, and you get all of this included, the extended, all of that from a year back, as well as other nuggets that I don't deliver on YouTube, but you can definitely tune in to my Soul Tribe community to check that all out, okay? So with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. Oh, side note, prices wise, they are in Swedish currency. However, I have translated in text how much it will convert into either the American dollar or the European dollar. Okay, as of now, I believe the estimate for the European dollar is around 380 or 392 euros, and for the American dollar is around $4 to join my Soul Tribe. Okay, so with that being said, that's everything, guys. Thank you.